This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
LCL Report, LCLReport.com.
Pro-freedom jewelry from my #1 student, Taryn Lupo at the Low Country Liberty Report. Just click on the jewelry link at
LCL Report, LCLReport.com.
So you're upset because you feel like somebody has been assaulted?
No.
Okay. Again, you're interrupting. Can I talk or not?
Ask a question.
Can I talk?
A Keene police officer confronts New Hampshire liberty activists. These freedom folk are outside the home of Eli Rivera, a Keene cop accused of putting their friend in a wheelchair.
Because there's police officers out here that are protecting you.
They're hurting my friend.
Okay. Well, if you don't like the Keene police, there's about 1,000 other communities to go live in.
I've heard this move away argument before, this allegation that you should leave if you don't like the government. I heard it in Bosnia. Remember the Bosnian Serb army? The one that surrounded Sarajevo and tried to terrorize all Muslims into leaving the country? That's the argument they made. If you don't like our concentration camps, leave. In fairness, here's the response of a FreeKeene.com member who heard the officer's comments. Quote, if city officials don't like the citizens of Keene, maybe they should get a job in another city, where citizens don't mind being abused by them. Unquote. Well, as all the rhetoric continues to fly, the injured man at the center of it continues to languish in jail. Kurt Hoffman says he is unable to stand for long and unable to focus his eyes after landing on his head during some sort of scuffle with Rivera. Taryn Lupo over at LCL Report says this. He believes government-hired doctors will have a conflict of interest in their assessment of Kurt Hoffman's condition. He says what we need to do is find a private, respected doctor and get that doctor in the room with Hoffman. Turns out, great minds think alike. Here's Marc Edge discussing the issue on Free Talk Live.
I'd like to point out that I've made several calls to the superintendent of the jail trying to get another doctor in there who is willing to go on his own time to go see Kurt, and I can't get a return call. I can't get through to the guy.
Hey, Mark, if you don't like it, you can just work within the system.
Presumably, authorities aren't going to want a private doctor poking around on the state's patient and maybe finding something that could get the state more effectively sued. But remember, sometimes the goal is just to put authorities on the defensive. Making them choose between scrutiny and stonewalling, well, that puts them where we want them. Having them block a doctor from physically examining Kurt would be bad PR for them. If they let the doctor see Kurt as a normal visitor, but not examine him, that also might serve its purpose. Anyway, if you're a doc and you'd like to see Kurt, just announce yourself over at the forum on freekeene.com, and events will take their course. Also, I do have something of an indirect update regarding Kurt's condition. Here is how he put it in a letter he attempted to write on October 23rd. It reads, quote, today I'm weak. Today I'm bewildered. Today I miss the love of my life. Today I miss hugging all my friends and welcoming new ones with hugs and blessings. Today I shed tears, not for me entirely, but rather, today I can't write. I just can't. Unquote.